it's January 11th, and I mean it's plus 10 out Celsius, so that's what, plus 50 degrees Fahrenheit. I probably have a I don't know what it is. It's warm. So all the snow I spent 2 days ago, 48 hours ago, I was pushing these snowbanks back. It's all melted. Almost everything's melted. So you can see there's still some snowbanks, but I think 80% of the snow is gone from the site. Here's another look. And the snowbanks were 4 times as big as they are. And I could cut the grass in this section here. It stayed like this. But we're supposed to get a flash freeze and minus 18, minus 20 by this time tomorrow. It's raining like crazy, which is going to really melt more snow. So there's something ahead of us here I wanted to point out to you. There's a little tin kind of a shelter they put, because I think when they open those doors, the cold air just blasts right in there, and the snow, if it's blowing snow, so they gave it a little shelter, which is a good idea. But you can notice that tin sloping right towards the wheelchair ramp. So snow builds up on there, and then it slides off and freezes to the ramp. And it's written very clearly in my contract, I'm not supposed to be shoveling roofs. I don't have to, but I do reach up there and pull the snow down from time to time. I got a call yesterday to come out here and clean what slid off the roof on another one. There's 2 of those, and I didn't bother coming out. I just, you know, I've been here every day. I was here yesterday morning. You know what's really strange is no one ever uses those wheelchair ramps. It can snow for 10 hours. There's not a footprint on it. But they're there, so someone might use them. I think what happens is they have a little cart and they're trying to move something, and they use the wheelchair ramp with some cart with wheels, and they push it up or down. You know, especially books and things like that. I don't know, just little items, I guess. Paper for the printer, you know. So, I can't believe the difference. So I came in here, and you can hear that tin. Hear that roll of tin. I have a offcut of tin that's about 7 inches by about 8 feet, I think, of probably 28 gauge or something like that. And my plan was to use the bending brake, and they have a shear as well in one of the buildings, but that guy's off. He does this compressed week, so he works 9 days and he gets a day off. Yeah, it's a half an hour or whatever each day, whatever he has to. And he's not here today on Friday, so it's kind of a bad break. And usually that building's unlocked, so I could go in there and use the shear and the brake, bend up a piece of like J type of trim, a big J, and screw it on there. And I'll do it next week. I got the plans in my head. I've been wanting to do it for about 4 years now. And you know, not this site, but another site, I got accused of being not being proactive. I said, like, look, man, from a tech, and a tech is a guy who basically changes light bulbs. His job is to check the building, make sure everything's okay, and if there's an electrical problem, he picks up the phone, calls an electrician. If there's a plumbing problem, same thing, calls a plumber. Or a roof leaks, he calls a roofer. So he's not a property manager, and his boss, who is the property manager, kind of describes him as being passionate, which means he's got a mouth. He's got a big mouth. So he says, "Oh, you're not being proactive." I said, "Listen, man, I didn't say anything to him, but I'm thinking I probably have more proactivity in my little finger than he does in his whole body. It's the kind of thing I do. I'll run around and fix their mistakes at my cost to make the place better. Like the snow sliding off that roof, that shouldn't be like that. And it's doing it at that new big building too, sliding off. And they had me make signs. I should show you those signs I made. So you can see that building off on the right there. It's a pretty big building. It's over 100 feet by 80 feet, I think. So there it is. There's that building, and both sides, there's nothing to stop the snow from sliding off the roof. So it was, well, you can see the pile over here, and as an extra, I'm supposed to remove that snow, make a path in there, but you know, with the snow sliding off the roof, I'm going to move that path out closer to the trees. And on the other side, it's landing right dead on the walkway, so I said, look man, we got to do something about snow sliding off roofs onto walkways. So I put the little sign up. You see a little right there? You can barely see it. It's hanging in there. Hey, there it is. So, falling snow and ice, danger. That's just printed off the internet. They asked me to buy signs and put them on there. There's nothing in my contract. It says I have to buy signs and put them on buildings, but I'm proactive, so I did something. And they can buy the signs. You know, it's funny, eh? Okay, one more thing. Just check out the lake that's developed here. That was just paved about less than, I think it was about a month ago. They were on the beginning of December, and it was snowing the day they paved it, I think. It snowed the day before or after. And the grading's done wrong on that. There's nowhere for that water to go. There's absolutely no place. It's just sitting there. That'll freeze and form a rink tonight with that flash freeze. So that's the kind of things I have to deal with. Just so happened someone unlocked the building. One done. One more to go. Okay. That's a nice break. Wish I had one like that in my shop. Alright, it's up there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, you can see it there. It's, I wish I had a little bit bigger piece of metal, but that's good. Now, is that proactive or what? I mean, I provide the material, labor is free, you know, and it's going to make everybody's life better. It's dripping right now, right down, and missing the railing by an inch or so. I like it. One more to do. There, and that's all it took was a little piece of tin. There's the leftover piece, and I've always got a ball of these screws in my truck at any time, and a tip. I've got a Robertson. That's an extra tip in case I don't have one with the drill. Cordless drill. You can fix 1,000 things with this. These little self-drilling, handy as heck. Okay, and here's a close-up. I just put like 5 or 6 screws from the bottom up. It doesn't matter. And I bent this end down a little bit, and it just so happens it stops raining, but the water's coming down here and it's missing the wood down here. There used to be a huge buildup of ice right here. So we're 2 down, we're done. That's what should have been put on there day one to me. So yeah, trying to be proactive. So I could cut the grass over there. It's even turning green in January. There's my rusty snowblower. You know, this forecast was for 40 centimeters 2 days ago. Now they're saying maybe 2 to 6 centimeters. 6 centimeters being maybe 2 inches of snow. So we're gonna get the very edge of that system, depending on which way it tracks. But they were saying someone's gonna get nailed because they're saying 40 centimeters someplace. So, but. We may not get hit too badly, but flash freeze this afternoon, and you know, we're gonna have to get some salt, get ready to come out here in about 4 hours. I hope this video wasn't a rant. It's just some of the things I deal with from day to day. It's 7 days a week this time of year. We're expected to work. So sometimes I just got to get some of these things that are bugging me out of my system. But thanks for watching.